now I have my mic. Mic's on. Cool. Let me put on some tunes. I need to get like better lighting that is like adjustable in the intensity, because these lights are fucking intense, like super intense. I think it's just really this light. If I turn that light off, it's kind of, oh shit, knocking everything over. I can adjust this light like that. Yeah. So this light is actually adjustable to LED. But then I don't have light. I need to get this light going. So yeah, unplug this. I need a better setup. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I need to get a better setup. My setup is non-existent. Alright, now I need music. I need some music. Live music. I just go to the same thing all the time. Cool. Hey, what's going on, Laser Gator? Kenny, Rogue, Fictus. How's it going, my lads? This time I happen to open YouTube. I appreciate you for joining in on, Gary. Hey, Crow, hope all is well as the rising sun. Yeah, everything's going good over here. I actually have some amazing news. I'm gonna wait a little bit to share the news, but it's pretty massive. It's big PP size, so that is a great thing. Great and amazing. But let's go ahead and, oh man, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze so bad. The fuck? I'm just noticing this. Wait, why does it go from building the... What the fuck? I forgot how weird the instructions are for the victory. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Oh man, I'm not gonna have fun putting this back together after I paint it. That's like the one thing I'm just dreading most of all. Ugh. Alright, let's just get to it. Let's just get right into it. Hey, what's going on, Yi? Alright, and good connection. Alright, looks like everything's good though. Crow just gonna ask, if you buy the V-Dash, will it still come with 4 core fighters? That I don't know. I actually never built the V-Dash before. I really want to get it. The thing is, I think it's just the victory. I think it is the V-Dash, or it might be the V-Dash attachment, because I know you can get the V-Dash by itself, or you can get the victory with the V-Dash together. I haven't seen either one of those in Japan for like a very long time, but at the same time, I haven't actively been looking for it, so not really too sure. But I think I do want to get it eventually. Not sure if I'm going to get it and paint it, and then add that painted accessory to the already painted victory. That I don't know, but I can always just buy that separate and then put it onto my already existing victory unit, and then just have a straight build one that has the hexa head and all that stuff, and then I can keep this kit painted, which I'm completely fine with, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I want to get an another victory too, because I actually had an extra victory too, and I think I sold it. I was gonna do something. I don't know. I always have like these elaborate plans, and then obviously things don't always come through. So yeah, that didn't come through. But maybe one day. Not anywhere in the near future. Like, it'll be years. Oh man, it'll be years from now before I ever decide to get a another victory too. All right, so this one's E3. Hey Crow, you gonna get the Master Grade Endless Waltz Ver Ka? Yes, yeah, I definitely am. I was kind of tripping for a second. I'm like, wait, I already have an Endless Waltz Ver Ka, but I was like, oh wait, you're talking about the new one. But yeah, I'll be getting that. I will be copping it. I'm not like super excited, and they really haven't shown anything, so I can't like really make the determination on if it's going to be great or not. But I mean, it's a Ver Ka. Like, very rarely do we get like really bad Ver Ka kits. Most of them are really good builds. The only ones I would deem not great are the very early Ver Ka kits, such as the Victory, Victory 2. But I think it's just because of transformation. So it's kind of like, it's like saying, yeah, they're bad, but they're bad because they are doing what they did in the show. And so it's kind of weird. It's a weird kind of gimmick thing. So, but also the RX-78-2, I think that's a pretty bad kit. Just handling it, I never built it before, but I handled it, and it just was really bad. It didn't feel solid whatsoever, but I think it is the first Ver Ka, if I'm not mistaken. Then we also have the Unicorn, which I'm not gonna say it's a bad kit per se, but it does have a lot of issues. So I'm hoping that the MXEX Unicorn Ver Ka changed a lot of things, but I'm hearing so much that it borrows a lot from the original Ver Ka. I'm like, oh no, it's horrible. So we'll see. But for the most part, Ver Ka's good. The V2 got fixed with the AB pack. Yeah, Forge is actually telling me about that today, so I'm thinking about getting that more soon than later. Let's see, they might just reprint the Core Fighter pack recently, because over here suddenly a number of shops just got restocked with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I might be going out this weekend. I haven't really decided yet, but if I do go out this weekend, I'm gonna see if they have any of those in stock, and I might pick it up, because I probably, yeah, I'm not gonna be finished. Well, no, I'll be finished with this kit before the weekend. I think I can finish this by Friday if I just like push myself and slow down with playing video games. It's like I really don't need to be playing that many video games right now. That's E as well. D. But I'm gonna wait till more people jump in, so before I announce the pretty big news that I got today. But I mean, there's like a lot more than just the news. There's like a spider web of things that are like surrounding the news that needs to be elaborated on. Like, I'm so damn excited. I don't even know if I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm probably up all night, just like just staring at the roof of my bed. Like, Jesus Christ! Like, where do I go from here? Okay, so I'm gonna put 4 in here. Do it like that. But how are y'all doing this morning, or afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your time zone? I already threw out my Victory Ver Ka. Just chucked it right out the window. It's like, be gone, you fiend. Oh my god, there's just so much. There's so much like small fins and little attachments. Alright, so E11. I gotta build the second Core Fighter. I mean, I probably don't have to, but I am gonna review this, so it's like I might as well do that. It'd be kind of shitty of me to not build everything that comes in this kit. Just be like, hey, it comes with an extra Core Fighter, but not actually show it. Just show like the runners. Nah, I'll build it. It's saying do this times 2. Oh yeah, because I'm gonna build the other runner. That makes sense. D. I love the Victory build. Ugh. I'm not happy with this build. Huge news, huh? Yeah, 2S. I got huge news. Big PP energy news. Alright. Like, this news is so big. Like, once I get, like, super confirmation, like things in writing, that's what I'm really looking for. But, I mean, it's pretty official when I get it from a person that got it from the horse's mouth. You know, it's like I know it's facts. So like, I'm pretty stoked. I think with this, I'm gonna do some like I'm probably gonna be doing some rebranding pretty soon because now I'm super damn motivated. I'm like hyped. I'm energized. I have the energy and speed of a mongoose at this point. So I'm gonna come back hard in YouTube. I'm actually going to pursue the videos I've been wanting to make. Like, this is actually kind of a part of the big news, but it's kind of like the prelude right now. Massacre Wing Ka is actually very solid for its time. See, I didn't like it, to be honest. Like, the biggest problem is it doesn't hold the weapon. Like, its hands are horrendous. I absolutely just did not like it. But I mean, I guess it's an okay build. It wasn't like the build itself is really nice. I think the wings are really cool. It's an okay build, but yeah, the ability to not hold its weapon is like horrible. Crow, do you sharpen your nippers and hobby knife? Because I was thinking about it. No, I actually have a plethora of mini blades, so I don't actually sharpen the blades, but I do keep the dulled or broken or used blades because I do want to eventually recycle them and just like sharpen them back up and then reuse them. I don't want to just keep on like discarding, but I usually go through a blade maybe once every month to 2 months, just depending on how many kits I'm building within a month. Sometimes it can be a lot of kits I'm building. Maybe I built like 10 kits that month, and to me 10 kits is actually a lot. But if it's like a slower month, like only a couple of builds, but it also depends on the size of the builds. So a lot of variables, but I keep all the blades. For the nippers, I have not sharpened them. I think I need to do that. I need to find the tools necessary to sharpen them. Do you have any recommendations? P-Bandai kits. Pixie Gundam. The wing kits. Not really, man. I don't really like know of any P-Bandai kits that is like super worth all your money. I mean, just whatever you think is cool looking, to be honest. Like something that's not like just a recolor. Something that's like actually vastly different. Why is this not shaving down? It's like this one little part just doesn't want to shave down. It's like, you will shave. You will go down. I've been eyeing the MG Avas for a while, man. Super tempted to get one. Dude, you gotta get them. They're so beautiful. Yeah, Woundwort is very unique, so I would honestly recommend Woundwort for your, P-Bandai fix. But yeah, dude, the metal build Avas are like, they're so orgasmic. If you're gonna get the Ava 1, get the 2020 version. It's like, I know it's a lot more money, depending on where you get it from, but it comes with the spear of long. I always butcher the damn name. Longelis? Is that what it is? What's the spear called? From Ava. Like, I'm not into the whole biblical, kind of lore. I just know it's fucking spear. It stands for the L. That was like Longelis or some shit like that. But it comes with that. It comes with that spear. Longinus. That's close enough. All right, we got a lot of viewers, so I'm gonna go ahead and release the news. I'm gonna spill the beans on this impromptu live stream. So I got a call today from my. He's not like my boss. It's kind of weird. I mean, he's a superior ranking enlisted to me. He's a gunnery sergeant in the same field, the same job billet. He's at a different company though, and he's in a position over there where he runs a dining facility, which was my previous job when I first got here. So I used to run the flight line mess hall, and he runs the north side. Who was there was a previous person over there. I know. Let me get back on track. I'm like fucking up the story. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just kind of giving background to him. So he is in my unit, but he changed. So it's kind of like a agreement between units. We call it the FAP agreement. It's the Fleet Assistance Program. So basically, he goes to this unit, but he's still with us. So he calls me tonight. Actually, he calls me, and he's like, "Hey, you need to start checking out." And I'm like, checking out? Like, I'm kind of confused. Like, why do I need to check out of this unit? And he's like, so you're going to be going to HHS again. And I'm like thoroughly confused because on station in Iwakuni, I only have until March. So it's what? September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months. 7 months on station. And it's kind of like, why do you want me to come back to this, back to my old unit for only 7 months? If that, because I'll have the I know it's funny to call it FAP, but I would have to defap to 171, and it's like, it's kind of a waste of time, and I'm already in a position that I'm needed over here. So, anyways, he's like, so you're gonna be coming back to the Chow Hall, and you're gonna work over here, and he's like, because you're gonna be doing a PCA, which is like a permanent change in assignment. So that means I'm not actually going to be in 171, the unit I'm currently in. I'm actually going to be changing over to HHS as a permanent. So unlike him, he's in a FAP agreement where he's in HHS but still parented to 171, so they can take him back at any time. I'm going from 171, and I'm going to permanently be in HHS. So I'm not going to have any affiliation with 171. Now, this is amazing for me. Why? Because more than likely, because you do a PCA, you don't do a PCA for 7 months. You just don't do that. But I put in my re-enlistment for 4 years, but alongside that, I put an extension in for 1 year. So I'm believing, and he's kind of telling me he believes that as well, but we don't have confirmation. I'm going to stay in Japan for at minimum 1 extra year. So kind of like unofficial, tentatively, I will be here in Japan for until March 2022 instead of March 2021. So yeah, this is like fantastic news. My wife is like super excited because I honestly just wanted to stay in Japan. I didn't really care how I stayed in Japan. Now, as amazing as this is, there's a couple problems with this. One, he told me tomorrow I need to immediately start my checkout process. This wouldn't be an issue if I wasn't in a position currently within my unit that is like super priority, I would say. My actual job right now is safety. That's my job. My actual, considered like a secondary MOS. But my primary MOS, which is my job, is food service. So I'm going back to do my actual job in the Marine Corps, which is great because if you progress through your career, they don't want to see you doing things as outside your actual job. They want to see you do things as within your job MOS because it gives you credibility to keep advancing through the ranks, because they don't want to promote you if you have not been doing your job for the past X amount of years. Obviously, there's exceptions to that. If you've been doing amazing in these other jobs and your fitness reports, which is kind of like your reports being written on you, if they are fantastic and they reflect that you are a hardworking individual, then they'll look past that and be like, okay, we're still going to promote them. but I want to be within my job. But because there's like almost no one that can immediately take my position in safety, and they're already struggling trying to replace someone in other job positions that they're looking at me to fill in, to double tap in different positions. When I go in tomorrow and I tell my executive officer, like, hey, I'm going to be leaving your unit permanently. I'm not going to be fapping. I'm going to be permanently leaving to do a PCA move to next door, essentially. They're going to be like, what the hell? Like, they're really going to be super confused and probably irritated, because I have a really great relationship with my executive officer. I didn't know anything about safety, and I kind of came to him. I was like, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to do everything in my power to learn this job, and I'm going to be very open with you. I'm going to have weekly meetings, and I'm going to be very transparent in the knowledge I obtain throughout the week. This was really cool because I started learning a lot more about different things. And that's just something that, I actually really liked. I really like being in a different position in this job that I was just, unfamiliar with. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to have to go into this office. First I'm going to get my orders. So if I have my orders, if it's already did, then I'll bring that with me and be like, hey, I'm going to have to leave, but I'm not going to just say that. I'm be like, hey, I'm leaving, but I'm not abandoning this position just immediately. Until y'all find a replacement, I still want to assist as much as I can. I knew as soon as I was going to say FAP, everyone's going to be like fucking that kind of FAP. Trust me, I thought the same thing when I first heard it back in I first heard the term FAP, Fleet Assistant Program. I heard that back in 2011. They're like, hey, you're going to FAP over to HHS. I'm like, what? Like, I was really caught off guard. I was 22 or 21-year-old kid. I'm just like, boy said FAP. But yeah. That's it though, man. That's the big news is I am staying here for another year. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to add on that. I'm pretty excited. My wife's excited. It's good vibes all around. That's kind of like all I really wanted. And it was funny because I talked to the monitor. The monitor's like kind of the person who controls where people move to. And I talked with him back in March, or it's either February or March. I think like late February I talked to him, and I asked him, I was like, hey, can I stay here in Japan? he's like maybe. I was like, can I stay in Iwakuni? He's like, no. So I was like, God damn it, like I really want to stay in Iwakuni. But he was like, you can go to Okinawa. I was like, Okinawa's pretty cool. So I was really hoping to get Okinawa if I couldn't stay in Iwakuni. But the fact I'm going to stay here, man, I'm like super excited. Super duper excited. I just realized I wasn't supposed to cut that off. That's probably not going to be a big deal. It was like a little small bump. But yeah, I think I was not supposed to cut that. Sounds like it's going to be hectic for you, at least for a while, juggling 2 posts till they find a new safety guy. But hey, 2022, right? That's good news. Yeah, it's like, like I don't have to. I mean, I can really just be like deuces and just leave. But that's not professional. So it was funny because my gunnery sergeant, he was just kind of like, he's like, dude, just say deuces. I was like, nah, I can't just say deuces. I gotta like be a little bit more responsible because there's an inspection coming up, and it's like I'm kind of leading the helm on the inspection. So I can't really just like abandon them now without anyone to really understand what's going on. And then like only a couple more weeks, they're gonna have this inspection, and yeah, that can be bad. Best luck on it, bro. Yeah, thank you, Leonardo, or Leandro. Sorry, Clarence. It's good news though, man. Like I'm so excited because, it's like even though there's a big pandemic going on, it's unfortunate. It sucks. There's a lot of restrictions going on in Japan, so it's like I can't go to Tokyo. I can't go to Osaka. I can't even go to Hiroshima, and that's less than a 45-minute drive. It's still good for my family just because like with everything going on in the United States, it's a little bit rough. And like it's a little bit overwhelming even for me, and I can only imagine what it's going to be like for my family. And I know this is like super unlikely. Like this isn't something that's just like it's going to happen as soon as we get there. But it's like y'all seen the reports of like people being racist towards Asians because of the virus, and like all those. There's a lot of like viral videos I've seen online, and obviously it's probably unlikely that it would happen to my wife. It's like a unlikely chance, but I just don't want to be in a place that I know it could happen. Whereas here in Japan, like no one Japanese is going to be racist to another Japanese. like no one's going to be like that over here, unless it's like a military member, in which that should not happen. I hope that never happens because I will lose my mind that day. Like on a civilian, it's kind of like I can't really do anything because I can kind of like I can get on them, but like there's not actual legal action I can probably take. Whereas a military member, I'm gonna fucking destroy that dude or girl, whoever it may be. But I just know my family's more safe over here. They have better things opportunity wise for both of them, to be honest. Because think about my kid he's Japanese. Putting him in a daycare in the States, man, like y'all hear the horror stories about kids being in daycares. I mean, there's horror stories over here in Japan too. It's not exclusive to the States at all. But I know how nasty kids are, and it seems like the younger kids are nowadays, like the more nasty they become, like in terms of bullying or just being toxic. And I just don't want my kid around that at all. And it was just I was talking with I was talking with the Discord today about parents feeding their child like junk food, and how predominant it is in the States, like for a parent to feed their child like all this nasty food. Like I'm not saying like my kid eats 100% organic cow-fed stuff. Because we'll feed them a couple of snacks here and there, but the snacks we feed them are like rice cakes. They're like almost like sugar-free cookies. Like they're like low carb stuff. Usually sugar-free. The only sugar intake he gets is from natural foods and vegetables. Fruits. He'll eat fruits all day. But it's like we're not gonna feed him McDonald's. We're not gonna feed him fucking like Chips Ahoy and all that. Like he's a very, very healthy kid. He drinks his fluids. He's not drinking soda at like I see parents giving their kids soda at like age fucking 2, and it's like, what are you doing? Like one can of soda has like between 39 and like 42 grams of sugar for one can, one serving, and that's like usually for an adult. Like that nutrient fucking card is not usually tethered for a baby. Like that's usually for a young adult or just adults in general. So pretty upsetting. Hey, what's going on, Soundwave? Odd that I haven't encountered racists. I mean, like, I haven't directly encountered one either. But it's like, I remember when my wife and I were in Mississippi, My wife, she used to walk over to the mall. We lived like very, very close, like maybe 2 blocks away from the mall. And I remember one day I came home from work, and she told me that she was walking on the sidewalk, and there was a dude that was like driving slowly next to her, and she didn't like understand as much English as she does now, but she said like he was telling her to get into the car, and he was like calling all these like names and such. I mean, obviously he's probably not being a racist. It was kind of leaning more towards being a sexual predator. But it's just like, man, like I probably will never encounter things like that. The closest I get to encountering something like that is through social media. Like if I'm on Facebook, people will say probably things to me. But in real life, I never experienced that kind of hate or bigotry. But my wife certainly can, being both a person of color, being Japanese, and being a woman. Like it's double the chances of her experiencing some form of hate. So it's like I just don't really feel comfortable with her living in the United States with me being in the military. Because in the military, like, I'm prone to being deployed. I'm prone to going on training operations for a long duration of time where I'm not coming home at night. It's like it's hard for me to sleep at night knowing that my wife's in a land that's foreign to her, where she's foreign to. And, there's so much stuff going on right now, and I can't be there at night to, protect her. Not to say I'm like a white knight for her, because she's a full-grown adult. She could take care of herself, but I would feel way more comfortable being there in case, like, there's something that she can't assist with. Plus, she doesn't have a driver's license, and in the United States, you really need a driver's license to do anything. So, it's I just think it's way better over here because she can ride her bike to work, she can ride her bike to the grocery store, and it's all Gucci. And everything's just close by. It's a minute, a couple minutes of a bike ride to wherever she needs to go. Obviously, she can ride her bike if we was in a city in the United States. But even then, like, we would live on a base. And living on base, usually it's a pretty long drive to get to the front gate. Because most of the time they don't put the housing right in the front gate. They kind of put the housing more in like the middle area. But yeah, I could just be paranoid though. Need Papa Franku right now to solve racism. Yes, we need Papa Franku. And we need the old iDubbbz back. But I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I think overall life's really, really good. It's just like starting tomorrow, man. It is going to be a new day, new set of orders. But today, though, I went and talked to the career planner, and I just went to go question my position or my status on the reenlistment, because I put that reenlistment in for 4 years, and I would like to know what's going on with that, because it's pretty damn important. Obviously, if I'm staying here for an extra year, that probably means I'm re-enlisting, or I'm at least extending, obviously. So I'm not like super worried now, but the fact that the end of my contract was May 2021, so it's kind of like, fuck, I need to know something. Like, you got to inform me of what's going on, so that way I can make plans. Like, if my career in the Marine Corps is going to come to an end, then I need to know sooner than later, so I can do these courses and I can start figuring out what to do in terms of a career. Because more than likely, I would probably just go Army and then finish off the rest of my my years in the Army, unfortunately, and then retire. And then come to Japan and finish off the rest of my stuff, but that would just obviously prolong that time frame. Instead of like coming here 2027, it'll probably be 2028. But if I get this re-enlistment approved like ASAP, I'll know that I'm pretty much going to stay in the Marine Corps for till my retirement. But yeah, it's crazy. Like I've only been in for 13 years, and that's still not enough time to have us, like to be solidified in the Marine Corps. But then once like I'm at 13, if I get my re-enlistment approved, that will put me at 18 years. So at 18 years, when I put in, I'm guessing a 2-year extension, I have no idea how that's going to work. Because I'm not re-enlisting for 4 years if I'm at 18 years. I'm not staying in the Marine Corps for 22 fucking years. That's not happening. I'm getting out at 20 years on the fucking dot. I swear to God, I will choke someone if they try and put me past, even one day past my 20-year mark. It should be May 28th, 2027. That is going to be the day that I am a free man. Not one day past. I will allow it to go 1 or 2 days past if it falls on a weekend. And it's like if I have to get out on a Monday, and they're like, hey, you need to wait until like May 30th or some shit. I'd be like, okay. I'd be like, it just carries me over the weekend. I'm fine with that. Then I'll have a fucking flight that Monday afternoon. Like Monday morning, I go in, I grab my fucking paperwork. My family will be in Japan already, so I'll probably just have like a suitcase with me, be in a fucking taxi, be like, psh, beam me away, beam me up, Scotty. I'm going home. Kind of sad that the race issue in the U.S. has become more and more regress. Yeah. Well, at least you could stay in Weebland for longer. True, man. Like, it's super exciting. Super, super fucking exciting. You might want to get a degree while in the military. No, I know. I've already gotten 96 credits or 94 credits. Because I was in college while I was out here. I just kind of stopped, because had things going on, so took a break. I'll probably do it as soon as I pick up gunnery sergeant, because it's pretty much rumored, if not already solidified, that you need a bachelor's degree to pick up master sergeant, or at least it will be in effect. So yeah, if I get gunnery sergeant this year or next year, then I'll go back to college. I'll get my degree. I'm looking at just finishing off my my English major. Finish that, and then I might go back for a second degree. I don't think I'm gonna go for a major. Not a major. Wow, for a master's. I'll probably just go for a second bachelor's in something. I have no fucking clue what. Like, everything else I would like to do is more of like a in-person kind of college. So it's like, it's a little difficult. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, even if I don't, like, I'm gonna get my degree, just to have, in case, worst case scenario, but honestly, I really just want to be, I'm not gonna say an influencer. I fucking hate that word. But I just want to be an online entertainer, I guess. I don't know what the word would be if not influencer. But I just want to be a YouTuber. I guess I'll just say that. And then, like, not just do YouTube my entire life. Like, it sounds cool, but what I want is this to kind of, like, propel me into something else, something bigger. I don't know what, but it'd be really nice if I was doing YouTube and just got offered something really cool. And to me, something cool is like working at Hobbylink Japan. Like that is what's cool to me. I would probably still do YouTube if I worked over there, but to work there, whether it's in like, cause I mean, I'm gonna get so many damn certificates, and I'll get my degree in English. I could hopefully be more fluent in Japanese, and if I work over there, I could definitely be an asset. Speaking both Japanese and English. But I also have all these other skills. Like I operate forklifts, operate trams, operate other like just various machinery. Drove a Humvee, drove a 7-ton, a bus. I used to drive stick, but since being out here in Japan, I kind of lost my ability to drive stick. I obviously been working in safety, so I've worked in different areas of safety, whether it's hearing conservation, whether it's bloodborne pathogens, whether it's asbestos, what else we got? I'm trying to think what else is like safety related that I'm always about. Fault protection, traffic safety. I actually worked in that. Oh, new subscription. Thanos 123. Thanks for the subscription, brother. But I would kill to work at Hobbylink Japan. Is it just me that Hobbylink Japan tends to have a ton of backorder stuff? I'm not sure, man. I tried ordering from them. Like, I actually was able to order from them once, but it's pretty weird the way the website is for both, I'm not cutting anything, for both Japanese and the English site, because I had an English account, but then I made a completely separate account for my Japanese. But I guess because the way it was set up, they saw that I had an English account and a Japanese account, and you can only have one account. So my Japanese account got terminated. But then I asked them about it, and they were just kind of like, "Oh, you can just make it again," because I guess they fixed it. But I was like, "Oh, that's weird." But yeah, I haven't really ordered from them since then, just because I've been ordering off of Ami Ami and Mandarake. All right, so this. I think this goes like this. Yeah, I'm trying to see if what position this actually goes in. No, I can't do it like that. And something just fucking popped off. Alright. This thing's gonna be a pain in the ass. Keeps on popping out. Alright, so how do I pop this in? It's like it wants me to put this in like this. But then rotate it up. So I guess like this? I'm guessing like this. Or does it go like this? No, it has to go like this. Okay. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. It's really weird though. It's a really odd way to put this in. But okay. That's fine. Masquerade Barbie has been on back order since forever. Oh, I actually did not know that. I mean, best thing to do is contact them. Like, they're really good when it comes to customer service. Like, every time I message them without saying hey, going through the back alleyways and contacting Todd or Lindsay directly, but hey, I'm Crow. I'm having these problems. I usually just go almost anonymously and be like, hey, I'm having these problems, and they'll usually the customer service would be really good feedback. But then Todd would come on the back end and be like, "Oh, bro, why didn't you let us know that you was getting this and doing this? Like, we could have sent it this way." And I'm like, "Oh, like wasn't trying to like abuse my, power on networking. I don't want to like, try and do like the back alley stuff." All right, next is this. This goes right here. How is it supposed to go in here? There we go. You gotta be forceful. Oh my god. When I paint this kit, it is going to be chaotic putting this together. I know I keep saying it, but I'm like actually legit worried because everything's just like forcefully inserted, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Okay, so this in no particular way goes like that. There we go. And then we got this part on top, like so. I swear, like every time I look at these instructions, I'm just like questioning life. I'm like, how is this supposed to go? All right, so this is supposed to be like, okay, like that. Cool. And then it folds up. Goes right there. And then we put these little bits right here. Cool. I swear, when I transform this kit, it's going to be nightmare fuel. Alright. I think I'm done with this whole core fighter part. This is like pretty much a done deal. Alright. Manda is both a blessing and a curse. Yes. Well, I mean, Manda's good for the members, because you should be able to get it cheaper if I send it to you directly instead of you ordering it from Mandarake directly to you. I had to do list a back order. You have to purchase the back order item to hold your place in line for the item. Ugh. That sounds iffy. Found a Masquerade Banshee Verka Final Battle for 5,000 yen. I'm so tempted. You can get it for cheaper. 5,000 yen is actually a lot, to be honest. Like here, I think I can find the Final Battle version Verka for like 4,000 yen. I think I'm pretty sure, because I remember it came out at like 4,500 yen, but I think I can get it for like 4,000. Victory Gundam looks cute, but sounds nightmare to pose. Yeah, I mean, it's almost non-existent for posing. Got the good stuff. Masquerade Age 1 Unit 2. Let's see, got torn between Masquerade Curios and Masquerade Barbie, but decided to get the Barbie instead. That's a good decision. Very good decision. Had to do that and use my backorder connection. Try down a Masquerade Age 1 Normal. Congratulations, Crow. You've done the easiest part of the build. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to doing this whole thing again. I think when I do my next stream, I'll bring in the other Victory, and I'll kind of play with it on screen. All right, so I got to do a whole nother core fighter. Yay, that's super fun, huh? Or is there more? Yeah, there actually is more. So let me get these little parts. So D6 and D7. Of course, there's more parts. Why wouldn't there be more parts? 6, 7. And then these 8 parts. I don't think there's more than, yeah, there's only, no, there's 2. A6 and, yeah, there's 2 of these. I'm not even gonna bother doing anything crazy with these landing gears, because I'm not gonna paint these. I do not care about these core fighters. Like, I'm just going to show them off in the review. And then from there to the box of excess parts it goes. And an A5. Okay, so I can plug that into a base I don't have. So I'll leave it on the runner for now. God damn it, I can't find one for a good price. How's the build going? It's doing pretty good. I mean, it's not like really, it's not difficult. It's just like annoying for some of the way you attach parts. It's like it's applied by brute force and friction, and I don't really care for that approach when it comes to model kits. Like, I'd rather things to be fairly simple, like just snap, not like forcing your goddamn body into it. The cleaning up of the nubs is pretty easy though. The plastic feels good, so it's not like horrible plastic quality. It's really good. I say sand everything down more than usual and paint all of it. Skip the test fitting. I mean, that's what I would like to do, but I do want to review it. So that's why I'm building it, to be honest. Because I mean, if I wasn't going to review it, I would have just cut everything, put it all into a bucket, my little parts bucket, whatever you want to call it, and then call it a day, and then just start painting. But not going to do that. Actually, that's not how it goes. It goes like this. Cool. And there we go. We got the jet mode active, and I think this kind of like tucks down, right? I'm sure. Isn't it supposed to come out a little more? I guess not. Okay. There it is. The jet scrambler. Pretty cool. I like it. There we go. It's a cute little jet, man. Like, I don't hate it at all. I think it's cute. Like, I mean, outside of the head obviously being like right there, it looks like a normal jet. Like, position really weird. Like, this was kind of like more tilted up. Like, if this was kind of more like this instead of pointing downwards, that kind of just looks weird. But if it was like more pointing forward, it would have been fine. Just a little bit more. So, all right, but we got that part done. We'll start clipping out some stuff for the next one. Let's see. The way everything goes together, it's going to be annoying to disassemble it for painting. I know. I'm like not looking forward to it whatsoever. And I kind of question the Autobot cause. I definitely missed something. Oh, Megatron looks like Trump though. Oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, talking about Soundwave. Okay. Optimus Prime seems too idealistic and naive, to be honest. Because isn't that like the young Prime? I didn't finish the series. I think I watched like 4 episodes, and like in the middle of watching it, my friend came over, so I kind of like stopped watching and I was talking with him. But the show, it's not me. Like, I get like they're really trying to be a little more tone, like a little more adult or teenager tone, which is fine. I mean, it's better than what I've seen previous, the previous series. How it was kind of more tethered towards selling toys. So I'm glad they kind of took more of an adult approach. But I just think like the animation, I don't think it looks good. I don't know how anyone can really say that animation looks great, because they look less like robots and more like a smooth, like tofu. Because like when they move, it's like a smooth, like the metal kind of moves with it, but not in like segments. It's just like if I have this, this block right here, instead of it moving, and then it's like there's like panels that like kind of move with it. It's like this whole thing kind of just gels. It like kind of like does that. It's so fucking weird. I did not like that part about the show. The lips didn't really bother me. I kind of just didn't really care about the lips. It was really just the animation in general I really didn't like. And if you look at the animation also, it's like they just scanned the toys and put the toys directly into the animation, which looks fucking horrible because you see a lot of the ports. I don't know if it's like 3mm ports or 5mm ports. I forgot the sizes for Transformers. But it's the same exact ports that are used for the accessories. That is fucking horrible. Like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's a port where one of the accessories attached to. I was like, this is fucking horrendous. Like, how many years did it take them to do this? And it's like, not only that, usually the Transformer shows are created to push toys. Like, that's the point of the Transformers, is to push toy sales. Why are you introducing this TV series? Like, it has to have been a year or so after the line has pretty much been discontinued. Like, there is no more Siege line. It's the Earth. It's Earthrise or whatever. So it's like fucking horrible. Like, no. And I get it. Like, probably kids aren't the ones that has the subscriptions to Netflix, but their parents have subscriptions to Netflix, and the kids are probably going to want to watch the fucking thing. No, Bayformers is not worse. There's no way Bayformers is worse. No. Bayformers actually looks pretty good. I would say, for the most part, it does look pretty good. Granted, it's like, a bundle of metal, especially when they're doing the fight scenes, really hard to keep track. But when it's like, you see the Transformers by themselves, I think the Bayformers look fine. They're fine. It's not what I wanted. I never asked for the Bayformers, but it's what we got, and I'm okay with it. All right, D11. I think I already cut that out. Yeah, I cut D11 out. So, on to this one. Also, Hasbro, please announce Blaster and Earthrise selects. Isn't Blaster a bad guy? I thought like Blaster was like a bad guy or something, or isn't like that a Blaster from IDW? Bayformers look like shit. No, I cannot agree. Like, if you want to say design wise, like the way Devastator looks in comparison to G1, then yeah, that the Bayformers Devastator looks fucking horrendous. But I would say like Optimus looks fine. Like, I actually really like Optimus's Bayformer design, as well as I like his G1 design. I like it way more than the animated. I think Transformers animated was the worst of designs Transformers has ever went. Like, it's on par with as horrendous as the Unicron trilogy. Like pretty much after Beast Wars concluded, I got out of Transformers because the Energon and the Unicron trilogy, man, like, it was just ugly. Like, ugly. And I got back into it Prime, because I think Prime was so good. Prime had a great story, a great ensemble of cast members. It was really good. Like, RC was one of my favorite characters from that show. She was like a really good Autobot. Like, she was complex, She had her her complexities. She lost, in the first episode, she lost her comrade, which I didn't even realize was, Cliffjumper was voiced by Dwayne Johnson. I was like, that's pretty fucking crazy. Like, why would he voice him? Like, I guess he's a Transformers fan. Or maybe that was like him kind of easing into voice acting, because he definitely wasn't doing much voice acting during that time, to my knowledge. But Prime is probably one of my favorites. Armada was good though. So I'm not going to speak on the storyline because I haven't seen Armada. I'm just saying, like, from a design standpoint, I think it looks horrible. Like, I could care less for any of the designs in Armada. I think it was just way too eccentric. They don't resonate with me. But how like Beast Wars is for me, Armada is probably like that for a lot of people. Same with animated. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people really loved animated, but when that show came out, I absolutely hate it. But I have two toys from animated. I have Waspinator and I have Black Arachnia. Obviously, fucking Beast Wars. But they're completely different characters. They're not even the same characters from Beast Wars, which is unfortunate. Yeah, okay, so Bayformer's Starscream is fucking trash. I really don't like that design, how he's like a fucking triangle, like an upside down triangle. I think Megatron in Revenge and the first Transformers, I think Megatron was good. He was also good in Dark on the Moon. I liked his kind of like beat up look. I think he was good in that. But in Age of Extinction, when he became Galvatron for like a half fucking second, I don't like the Galvatron look, and I absolutely hate the Last Night Megatron. I hate that night aesthetic. I really fucking hate the night aesthetic. And it's funny because like I watched Jobby's review on it, and he's like praising it, like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." I'm like, Jobby, like, stop, get help, like. Like, I'm sorry, but the night aesthetic is just not really cool. And I mean that for, like, everything. I think the only minor exception I can give to the aesthetic of night being cool is Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the only thing in media that is night-oriented that I will give a pass to, just because I really love Dark Souls. But if it's any other form of media, like... I'm not about it. I'm not about the life. 6. Where's 6 at? There we go. What time is it? 11:30. I'll cut out as many parts as I can, and then we'll conclude the night. Animated was amazing. I can't agree with it, man. I cannot agree with it. The Swivel Man, absolutely. Not better than Prime, though. Careful now, you piss off all 4 Megatron Knight fans. That's true. Like, they're not even on the stream, but they heard the ricochet of my hatred across the internet. They're like, someone somewhere said something negative about Knight Megatron. They just, like, text their buddies. We need to find him. We have a special set of skills just for this one incident. But I don't know. I do like a lot of the Bayformers though, especially like the Bumblebee design, the new Bumblebee movie. I actually really fucking love that Bumblebee. Have I ever shown y'all the 3A? Because I have, or A3 or 3A. I think it's 3A. I got the Bumblebee from the 3A. Got it for like super cheap too. When it like first came out, it was like $100. I was like, fuck yeah! So I bought the shit out of that. But like, I want to sell the Masterpiece Bumblebee figure I have, but no one wants to fucking buy it. Like, I'm trying to sell it for like $50 to $60. Has the box and everything, all accessories, but no one wants to buy it. And I'm like, I was like, I can't blame anyone for not wanting to buy it. Like, it is Bumblebee, like MP. Yeah, Bumblebee movie's really fucking good. I absolutely love it. Now, I don't love it enough to buy the movie. I haven't pulled that trigger yet. I did buy the first 3 movies. I don't have them anymore because I sold them. But I did have the first 3 movies. The first Transformers movie I had on DVD. And then Revenge and Dark on the Moon I got on Blu-ray. But I lost the Actually, I lost The Dark and the Moon. I have no fucking clue where that movie went because I had the case, but I didn't have the DVD. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I guess I got gypped or something. I don't know. Someone stole it. Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Prime Best Chug Prime. Wait, what? Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Prime. Oh yeah. You're right. I have that one too. That was an instant buy. My my buddy Ed, he sent that to me because I was like, I have to fucking have it. And over here in Japan, the Studio Series is like super fucking expensive. Like Transformers in general in Japan, fucking way more expensive than the United States. Like in the United States is what, like $15-20 for like the Studio Series on average. Here it's like fucking $40. It's almost 2 times the price tag. So it's like I rarely ever buy any Transformers out here in Japan unless it's something that's like really rare. Like I bought Nemesis Prime from Power of the Primes. I think Nemesis Prime was an Amazon exclusive, and I think I paid about $50 for mine, but it was going for like way more online. So I was like, it's a way better purchase if I just buy it here. So that's what I did. The Metal Build Ava 2020 is $100 more than the regular Ava. Yeah, that is true, man. The only thing I can say is keep an eye out. So I actually ordered the one from Bluefin, but I also ordered one from Mandarake. Obviously, the one from Mandarake came first, and the one from Bluefin is not supposed to ship till September. So I haven't actually requested a cancellation yet. I don't even think they pulled the money from my account on it. But I'm thinking, like, do I ask them to cancel my order? Obviously save my $230 or however much it was. Or do I just continue with the purchase and resell it in the aftermarket? Because guaranteed, a Metal Build Ava 2020 brand new will fucking sell. I can probably sell that for a good $60 more than what I paid. But I'm on the fence. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't mind being in the business of reselling and shit, but you know, I'm not a fan of going to the post office. It's like that's my kryptonite. All right, I'm just gonna cut some of this last row and then we'll be done. And we'll chat a little bit. I can get the regular plus $12 for the spear from third party. Yeah, I know they have all those spears. You can get like the real grade spear and all that shit. So I mean, that's actually your better option. But I will say this: the Metal Build Ava 2020 has a different color. Like it's a different metallic. And it looks so much better than the original, like a billion times better. Like they did a fantastic job. All the same accessories, everything's the same. Obviously, the only thing that's a new accessory is going to be the spear, but the color of the Ava is completely different. So it looks fucking way better. So it's like, I'm not saying it's not worth the extra $100, not even close. But I think the 2020 is just better to get than the original. Good luck buying any Transformers figures here that is above Voyager class. Rest in peace, wallet. 2020 is going for 35,000 yen. Whew. Jesus Christ. There's a Masterpiece. Was it Masterpiece Movie? I think it's called Masterpiece Movie Jazz going on clearance in my local Toys R Us. Nice. Pick that up, brother. How much is it? Let me know how much that Jazz is. If it's like less than $50, I don't know what clearance is at Toys R Us, but is it less than $50? Because I will ask you to buy that for me and ship it, and obviously I'll PayPal you if it's less than like $50. Because Masterpiece Jazz, I actually haven't seen it over here. It's like $50. Let me know, man. If you can, snap a picture. If you just happen to go over there and you see it for $50 or less, snap a picture and message me on Discord. Because I really do want Jazz. Because I want to eventually get Megatron, so that way I can get the pose with Megatron ripping Jazz in half. But Megatron has been pretty high costing figure. It's huge. It's beautiful, but it's very expensive. My high grade Mazen Kaiser still hasn't arrived. Ooh, that's rough. I just hate the Metal Build Ava 1's head. I do too. The Metal Build Ava 1 head is like fucking goofy looking. I wish it would have been more like the real grade, but you know, I just keep the mouth closed, and it's fine if you keep the mouth closed. E9. All right, and let's go to B. I would have already been done with like probably the body or the arms if I would just skip. Nah, actually I wouldn't. Now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, if I just skip doing the fucking second core fighter, I'll be pretty far along. B3 and 4. Now this I do remember not cutting out the blue chest, I guess, vents, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Alright, D. Is it on this runner? Yeah. Cool. Alright. That's pretty much it. I'm done for the night. So cut all that off. I'll try and get to it early tomorrow. Sucks I got a bunch of things I gotta do tomorrow, and I honestly don't even know what tomorrow's gonna end up looking like, because with me having to approach my executive officer and be like, hey dude, you know that whole thing we've been talking about for a couple weeks about, you know, this inspection coming up and the importance of it, and you know, me really tackling it head on and getting it all together. Yeah, I'm leaving. So that's gonna be a rough conversation, and with them being pretty high in the ranks, I'm hoping that they don't try and pull rank and just like call people and try and get me to stay. I think my executive officer is pretty good though. Like, he understands. I've already been very transparent. I was like, hey, like, this is my goal. I want to stay in Japan, either stay within 171 or I want to PCA to HHS, and he's been pretty understanding. So hopefully that stays with his energy tomorrow. I'm leaving for my plastic model kit. Yeah. It's like, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm leaving the military to just build models. Shit, that would be a super good life. It is a very reasonable life. I'm not asking for much. I'm not harming anyone. I'm not doing any damage to anyone's life. I would just live a very simplistic, minimalistic lifestyle of building model kits. Be in my little corner, my airbrush, my paints, my little camcorder. Just build away, baby. That's all I'm doing, building away. But, oh man, hopefully y'all doing good. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. I can get the Ava. I don't think I showed y'all the Ava before. I'm in my underwear, so don't look at me. Don't look at me. Come here, buddy. There you go. I actually have a, I can show you this. I bought a bunch of new shit, actually. I'll show you all the new shit I got. Drop that in there. Alright. You got to see the goods. Alright. So, for starters, I got this in the mail recently. Zoom in a little bit. So, I got the last of the gashapons, which is the Metabee. Fucking focus, baby. What are you doing? Focus. There we go. So, I got Metabee. I think it's technically Metal Beetle, because I think this is the KWG double O and not O1, because Metabee's O1, and I think this is technically OO. So this is probably Metal Beetle, which is in Metabots 1 and 2, or Metarots 1 and 2. So I'll build this, and I actually do want to do a video of all 3 of the Gashapons, because I don't think any English reviewer has made a review of these. But yeah. Put this somewhere over here. Just throw it in the corner. I also got this. I actually forgot I bought this. I bought it like maybe a week ago, and I didn't realize that the mail just was being late. So they actually held on my mail, and they called me. They were like, "Oh, hey, come get your package." I'm like, "Oh fuck, okay." So I did order this. It was like, I think $25 or something like that, or $20. I've always wanted this because I love the burst mode, and I tried doing it with the master grade, and I was actually pretty successful, but it didn't look as good because I didn't paint it. It just was a straight build with the armor off. So I think this looks really good, and I just like the display of it. So I'm gonna have this display my my quant shelf. I actually have a quant shelf. So this is pretty cool. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if it comes with the bits. Well, fucking, of course it comes with the bits. Yeah, that was a stupid ass question. Well, I guess I wonder if the bits can actually attach to the sword, because I'm not seeing that displayed. If you can actually make the large sword or the rifle, I don't know. I don't really feel like opening it right now. But if you actually want, I can do a review of this. Let me know. I mean, hit me up. I might make a post about it, and if y'all want to see a review, I'll gladly do a review for it. And then here is the Metal Build Ava. So I'm trying to get as close as I can. I need to get a better fucking lens, like a macro lens. But yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about with the color. It's a different, like, it's a metallic, but it's like it has like off colors, like off purple. But it just looks so much better. And obviously you get the fucking, look how long that spear is. It's fucking massive. It's a massive spear. But it looks so fucking good. I'm not saying like it's completely worth $350. I'll just say it's like, whenever you have it, however much you paid for it, you're probably gonna forget about it. You're just gonna be like I have a fucking cool ass Ava metal build in my collection, and it looks fucking gorgeous. That's what you're gonna be like. You're not gonna be like, oh, I can't believe I paid this much. You're gonna fucking forget. You're gonna forget about that price. I actually kind of like this pose, going behind the back with it. But yeah, it is very cool. It is very sexy. I'm probably never going to put the other accessories on it, like the guns and the sword and the progressive knives and all that shit. I'm really just gonna keep it with the spear. I don't think it needs anything else. It is very beautiful, just the way it is. But yeah, I actually have an Ava shelf now. I have an Ava dedicated shelf, and it's right next to the O2 metal build. Some straight up drug dealer talk. Please, please, please do more RD figures. Oh, the robot Damashis? I should, huh? Did the joint get soon very fast? You mean, did the joint get loose? I don't know. I'm not sure if you mean loose. The joints aren't loose, though. The joints are pretty solid on this. On the O2, though, the O2 is actually used, and the left knee on the O2 is actually really loose. It still holds good poses, but this part was like it's like fucking loose. On here, though, this is actually brand new. I did not buy this used. I think I paid $250 or $260. I forgot the exact amount for this, but everything's solid, man. It looks beautiful. It's fucking gorgeous. Everything about it is just fucking gorgeous. I was literally just posing this bitch all day. Like, everything about this is just like, it's perfection. The feet are pretty tiny, so it's kind of hard to get into like some super dynamic poses without it like losing this balance. But you can get it. You can get into some decent poses even with the tiny feet. The best thing to do is kind of put on the base, so that way it can actually have stability. Oh, did the joint get loose very fast? No, it did not. Review the Metal Build Ava, dude. Look, I want to. I gotta get motivated, man. Because, like, I don't want to just review it. I don't want to be like, and this, this is the movement. Like, I really don't want to do that for this particular figure. I want to do something special. And I actually have the idea. I have a lot of it written down. It's really just going to take me to not be fucking lazy, for one, and just start the video. But I want to give this something more special. I can tell you right now, it's not going to be before the O2. The O2 is going to be first. I'm going to review that, and then I'll get to this one. But you are going to get a video of this year. I'm telling you that right now. You are going to get a video of this. I have everything. Actually, I have both O2 and the O1 boxes with all the accessories over there to be reviewed. It's in the corner. If it's in the corner, that means it's going to be touched. The reason being is because the Gundam was over there and it got reviewed. So I'm going to get to these two guys, or girls, I mean. But yeah, it's fucking sexy, man. It is actually completely gorgeous. And I'm not saying you should buy it, but I'm saying you should probably look into buying it. I'm actually considering an extra hundo for the spear in different colors. I mean, it's really fucking nice. It's a very beautiful kit. Not kit, but figure. It's very big. It's huge, actually. So, but that's it for me, guys. It's about midnight over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and check out. I'm gonna go and fucking lay my head on the pillow and probably not sleep. I'll probably chill with y'all. Hey, what's going on, Brian? You just missed the stream, bruh. Just missed it. But I'm probably just gonna pop in on Discord and I'll chat with y'all if y'all want. But thanks everyone for coming out and chilling with me. And hopefully I can get some better news. Hopefully some just good news about what's really going to be happening officially in the coming days. And I'll send that out to you guys. But thank you all for hanging out, and I'll be seeing you in the next stream. Bye-bye.